The Shannon estuary and the wider west coast has been identified as an ideal location for floating wind farms, which are anchored rather than fixed to the riverbed or seafloor. The report by the Shannon Foynes Port Company was published in advance of a new climate bill that's due before the Dáil next month.
The Shannon estuary has one of the deepest water channels in the world and a limitless amount of wind, so it could well harness the potential offered by floating wind farms. They're the next stage producer of renewable power, already seeing heavy investment in Scotland, Norway and Denmark.
Floating offshore wind is a huge opportunity for Ireland. The resource available in the Atlantic Ocean is one of the biggest in the world. So we have some of the strongest and most consistent wind speeds. And Shannon Foynes is ideally located to service that industry.
It would take a huge investment, however, estimated at around €12 billion over the next 30 years. But it has an economic and environmental dividend.
There's a huge resource out there in the Atlantic of between 30 and 60,000 megawatts of energy. The potential really in that is for jobs along the Shannon estuary. The Danish have found in a report that for every 1 gigawatt of energy produced offshore, it creates 14,000 jobs on their onshore wind sector.
The Joint Oireachtas Committee on Climate is finalising its report for government this week in advance of a new climate bill due before the Dáil in January. Action on climate change is a major part of the programme for government, and projects of this scale could have an influence on that in the future.
Developing the offshore wind resource in Ireland, harnessing that potential that's off the west coast particularly, offers us a huge chance to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions significantly, and it could be a really major economic driver for the entire region and actually the entire country as well.
Cathy Halloran, RTE News, Foynes, County Limerick.